the most important things I've learned from my relationship. I'm pretty sure you saw the title, so I'm just gonna get straight to the point. First of all, I'd like to start with a quote. It goes by, "Ever has it been that love knows its own death until the hour of separation?" All right, let's get it. By the way, I would advise you to stick around to the end because the last one is gonna be very, very important. Why I'm doing this video is so you could learn, and also the future me looking back could watch this and learn from it and understand like what you should do, what you did right, what you did wrong, and all that. Number one, sometimes she just wants you to listen. Sometimes she may be telling you about her day. She may be telling you about something important to her. Just honestly, just listen. As in, not listening by she's on FaceTime and you're playing a video game. Like as in full attention, like you and her, eye contact, like not in your head. As in there, in the present moment, listening. Saying like remarks like, okay, is this how you feel? Stuff like that, just tiny things, man. Number two, it's not about you sometimes. Sometimes she may be telling a story or you may be telling her a story and they take it, they twist it to make it not necessarily about them, but they try to relate. Which goes back to what I said before. Sometimes you just gotta listen, man. Like, it's that simple. Number three, don't compare yourself with each other. As in, don't compare yourself with her and she shouldn't compare herself with you. You people are two different people. I'm completely different from whoever, from the opposite sex, from anybody in this freaking planet, man. And like, also this quote says, comparison is a thief of joy. Like, it truly is, man. It truly is. Number four, this is for the guys, by the way. Show her off a lot, bro. But honestly, posting her, freaking saying, yeah, that's my baby. Saying like, oh yeah, that's my girl. Or like, yeah, me and my shorty did this. But fuck being called a simp, honestly. Like, get that out of your head. I know I shouldn't curse, but like, honestly, if you really like this girl and you earn her and you showed you like her, I'm pretty sure you would know who's gonna roll over you and who's not. Because you didn't just, it wasn't just maybe physical attraction. You actually noticed some characteristics that she might have or she might have seen in you, and you guys started dating or something. So actually appreciate her, and she should appreciate you. But yeah, appreciate her, man, and show her like, hey, and show her that, hey, I care for you, I care about you, know that. Which goes on to number 6, praise her a lot. Words of affirmation. As in, you gotta know your love languages. Because they're 5, right? Words of affirmation, gifts, physical touch, acts of service, and quality time. Mine's were acts of service and quality time. Hers was physical touch and words of affirmation. And I fucked up. Because you gotta love them too, not how you want to be loved, but how they want to be loved. As in, treat them how they want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like, not how you want to be treated. Because how you want to be treated is different from how they want to be treated. And vice versa. So pay attention to your love language. If they don't, just look at the things that make him happy and keep on doing that. Also, don't make her feel like she's unimportant. Yes, put her in a pedestal, but at the same time, don't put her in a pedestal. As in, you know what I'm saying? Tell her you're the shorty, but like, don't let her run over you. You know, so just gotta be in the balance, in the middle, bro. Because sometimes you love too much, sometimes you love too little. And you just gotta be in the middle. I love too little. They love too much. Like, I was too scared of loving too much that I love too little. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, a whole bunch of other things that you would understand that I'm gonna explain in the future video once my life is set its track and you guys understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. Number 5, don't call a break if you're dating too suddenly. As in, if the relationship is going good, fuck a break. Like, what's the point of a break? Like, okay. It may be something like maybe your mom died or your grandma died or some emotional thing, right? I understand. But build into it, all right? Don't just say, no more. We're not dating, all that shit. It doesn't help you. And I've learned from that. Number 7 or 8, treat her in a feminine way. This era of girls right now, some of them are pretty masculine, but if you yourself are masculine and you treat her in a feminine way, they're eventually gonna fall in line, and you're gonna notice it, and you're gonna be appreciative of it, and you gotta continue treating her in a feminine way, as in understand that like they feel a lot of emotions, and you can't just walk over that. You can't just disregard their emotions, man. It's like that shit is true. You can't just be a man to them. Like, understand where they're coming from, you know? Man, this one's very important. Remember the things she get excited about and the things she hates. If she tells you an important date, like let's say you guys' anniversary, right? Shoot, us guys, we probably don't care, man. Or we care, but it's not that important to us. And you forget. They take that as a seriously big deal, man. They take that as you're not taking them important. And you're not remembering the things that are important to them. Or let's say she tells you an event that's coming up and you forget. And yeah, and it's very important to her. Let's say like she wants to go see this particular movie and let's say you forget. I know it's not important to you, right? But it's important to her. And you gotta subconsciously be like, okay, they like this. So I have to understand like this is very important to them. So I have to pay good attention to understand like, okay, I'm gonna make some free time to talk to her, and me and her are gonna do this. You also want to remember the things she hates. If she tells you about the things she hates, don't do them. Honestly, just don't do them. It saves you a lot of stress and etc. This one's important. This one's for like guys. We gotta learn this, bro. You gotta be romantic, bro. As in, shoot. They did 3 studies, right? They were like the type of guys that girls think about or they read in books. Well, us guys, we waste our time watching porn. I ain't watching porn anymore, and hopefully you're not either, my guy. But the number 1 was a vampire. Number 2 was Prince Charming, and number 3 was, I forgot what it was, right? But these are the top 3 things that girls read in a romance book. And since we can't be that, right? We could be Prince Charming. You know what I'm saying? Since we can't be a vampire or a beast, we could be Prince Charming. So we could freaking be chivalrous, as in be a man of chivalry. You know what I'm saying? The little things like opening the door. Yeah, especially opening the door. Paying freaking. And if you don't got a job, bro, I understand, but just try your best, man. Just try your best and make it up with other things. Yeah, paying. Telling us sweet words, because shorties fall in love with their ears, bro. Like girls fall in love with their ears, man. Heavy on that. And all these things, by the way, you could learn online how to be romantic. It's so, honestly, it's so simple, but, and I'm not, and I'm still learning. And that's also one of the reasons how or why, like, the relationship didn't go how I wanted. And it's both sides, man. They did this, I didn't like. I did this, they didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Number 9, lead, as in be a leader. You're the guy. I'm pretty traditional, man. My mama passed down to me. My pops passed into me. You lead, she follows, and let's say you're in battle. You go fight, she takes care of your wound. You know, it's 50-50. You and her, or like double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? No. All right, edged sword. You're the sharp side. She's the dull side. She sharpens you up. You know what I'm saying? Let's not use metaphors, but you get the point. Lead. Another way to see this is also, you're the pole and she's a flag, meaning you're what supports the ground, and you're the strong person. She's the one that goes crazy, you know, flares around, draws attention, all that. Saying like, hey, look at me. You're just there as a guy, you know, quiet looking, making sure everything's going good, and looking strong, you know what I'm saying? Another important one, man. Listen. That was the number 1, but I'm just gonna remind you again. Listen, bro. As in, listen. Pay attention. Man, very important. This one is, you can't be in a relationship and be out. either you and her are together, or you and him are together, or be single, man. There ain't no such thing as an open relationship, which means you're not serious about the relationship. As in, if it's open, like there's just this one story. They were like, if you love your wife, okay, no, I think it goes by. So how can you say you love your wife and you love another person? They were like, if you truly love your wife, you would not love the other person. I hope that makes sense. But pretty much, either you date and not make it exclusive, or you date, make it exclusive, and you can't go out that shit unless you break up. Like, either you date, meaning by dating, I don't mean dating, by dating I mean like courting, you guys are talking. That's what I mean by dating, by the way. And when you were in a relationship, it's different from dating. In the relationship, you just can't, man. You just can't. No such thing as open relationship. It's, trust me, it's gonna save you a lot of time, headache, brain, tears, all that shit. Just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just doesn't at all. At all. Okay. Another one is, she's not a distraction. As in, us pretty highly ambitious people, man. Like for myself, for example, you gotta know what you want before you actually go get it. Meaning, if you know you're gonna be busy, then you shouldn't have dated the person in the first place. You know what I'm saying? As in, if you're not gonna spend time with them, then let them know and not lead them on and be like, oh, I want to date you, you're pretty cute and all that, and then not give them attention anymore. Like, it's not good, man. It's not good. And, man, the last but not least, I got one more after this. You gotta beat your addiction, anxieties, and depression before you get in a relationship. As in, you gotta mend your wounds before you go fight. You know what I'm saying? As in, consolidation is not retreat. I think that's how it goes. As in, you gotta go back, heal, and then go forward. You can't just finish going to another one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta heal and mend your tend to your wounds, man. If not, it's gonna cause problems down the road, especially addiction, man. Like, addiction could be anything, bro. Anxiety, previous relationship, thinking too much, depression, wanting to kill yourself, all that things, man. Like, it's not good. You gotta find help and deal with that before you put that onto somebody else. Also, like, let's say daddy problems or mommy problems, you gotta deal with that too, because you won't find it in. You can't expect your partner to be your dad and your boyfriend, or your partner to be your mom and your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? There can only be one, you know? Last but not least, man, communicate. This is the most important shit, bro. As in, you hear, I know it's probably been talked upon a lot, but there's difference. As in, there's communicating like, okay, I did this, or I don't like this, you know, setting boundaries and all that shit. Oh yeah, boundaries too. You want to have boundaries, setting boundaries and all that shit. Those are good. But if you don't communicate how you freaking feel, man, everything else is down the road. As in, most of the things, I feel like most breakup and most things could be stopped if it came to understanding, to realization, be like, okay, this is what I'm doing, they don't like it. And if their partner opens up to them and tells them, okay, you're doing this and I don't like it, you know? And you guys then are on the same page and then you understand each other. But some people just can't do it. Or some people, they feel like you're not listening, you know? And I'm gonna speak for guys in general, as in, she's gonna tell you something. It's not that you don't listen, or it's not that it's not important, you just forget, you know? Or it's not what you're thinking about right now. And sometimes they don't want to keep on repeating themselves because they just don't want to. So we just gotta be self-aware and self-conscious to understand, like, okay, this is what they don't like or they do like, and I'm doing this, so I shouldn't do this, or I should do this, you know? you go like just man, listening and communicating, bro. At the end of the day, those two like very powerful, man. This, by the way, is just me clearing. This is almost me journaling, and also I hope you could take a good piece of information from this. Yeah. And also, after a breakup, man, you want to learn, like I said. And it ain't nobody's fault, you know? We're in this world to learn. We're all young as shit. Shoot, I'm 19, man. Like 19 years old, bro. I feel like I got the brain of a 25-year-old, man. Ambition is good, but at the same time, it fucking sucks, man. And at the same time, being old sucks, bro. And sometimes you just wanna, I don't know what I'm saying. But this felt good. I'm glad I did it. Good vents, good information passed down. I don't know if I'm gonna post this. Honestly, this shit is deep. It's deep to me. And I try to be as unbiased and as blatant as possible. Hopefully, you got a piece of information from this, or you were entertained by this, and have a good time, man. Use this information wisely. Love you, man. Be safe.